down the hammer and pick up the pencil. You're about to listen to the Savvy Radio Show. Learn from real-life real estate investors, experience revealed with the Savvy Landlord as your host.
Well, good morning, Savvy investors. How you doing? This is your friend, Steve Van Kallenberg, the Savvy Landlord. Today is Friday, and I don't have a best deal because I have been traveling. No excuses. I will have a best deal, not my own, but someone else's, maybe the mystery man or whoever. If you have a best deal, let me know. Shout it out. Call me, email me, text me. I would love to share it with other folks that need motivating. And what I mean by folks, I mean savvy investors out there trying to get it done, passive income, buying assets. That's what it is. Well, anyway, I am jammed up in a room in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Yes, it sounds large, but it really isn't large. It is pursuing what I need to be doing as a real estate investor, and that is growing and learning from other investors. I'm at the Mr. Landlord Conference 2017, Puerto Vallarta, 27th annual Mr. Landlord Conference, and he needs to pay me for the advertising that I do for Jeffrey Taylor. But here's the thing, it's worth it. The relationships that I have had over the last 5 to 7 years going to all of his events have yielded 10 times more than a few $100s to rent this room. And it sounds so, I make it sound so few $100s. It is worth it. It's a tax deduction, but a lot of people don't partake because they are insecure or they think they can't do it. And I'm here to tell you today, you can. Someone like myself from nothing, you can do it. And so this is what I've learned traveling so far to the Mr. Landlord, Puerto Vallarta. I'm about to go to class here in a minute, learn from Larry Goines. That dude better bring it strong. John Heyer is here. I worship that dude. He is the attorney, CPA, la-da-da. And, of course, I get to learn from Jeffrey Taylor, but I get to learn from other people. I get to build relationships. So here's the first thing I learned right at the gate. Last night they did the orientation, and Mr. Taylor, Jeffrey Taylor, Mr. Landlord, went ballistic on having policies, procedures, and systems. His theme for this weekend is managing from anywhere. And the only way that you can manage from anywhere is systems in place, policies and procedures. And I couldn't be here. I have a wonderful team back in Oklahoma City crushing it while I'm here crushing it, learning more about landlording, being better. But what I realized, the first thing, number one, you got to hear it 10 times. I mean, I've heard Mr. Landlord speak. He's heard me speak. You guys have heard me talk about systems. That's number one. Systems, go big, learn it. Whatever you need to do it. Find someone else. Email me, text me. How do you do it, Van Kallenberg? How do you create systems? How do you lease out units? What happens on evictions? Everything I have is a system, and it's in Google Drive. I just type in eviction process. I type in move in, move out process. So if my property manager decides to disappear, which they tend to do, and hire, I just say, they're going to ask me that question. How do I do a move in, move out? Well, here you go. It's right here. So that's number one. You're going to have to listen to it 10 times. It's the one thing, 10 times, 10x. Whatever you want to do, listen to it, hear it, and then all of a sudden it's going to pop and you're going to get it. Number two, go big. You got to do it. Stop being weak. Book that trip right now. Commit to it, and the money would flow. I was just talking to an investor, no money, broke, and doing deals. How you did it, and then the money would flow. I know it sounds so easy. You just have to take the leap of faith. That's number two. My dream is always to come to this, always wanted to go to Mexico, always wanted to speak. And last year, I bought my ticket, paid for the hotel, did all that jazz, and I didn't have a passport. I had a passport card. Yeah, I've been getting made fun of the whole time here, but you got to do it. Go do it. Do it big. I don't know what that sound is in the background, throwing my game off. Yeah, don't worry. It wasn't like UFOs coming in. It was like the bathroom sink or the bathroom toilet talking to me. So number two, go big, do it, just do it. Sign up, sign the contract, buy the course, whatever it is. But if you buy the course, whatever it is, do it. So go big and do it. Number three, So goes in with number 2, but you've got to pay for the $150 excursion. What do you mean? If you spend all the money to get here and you never know what relationship someone's going to be, I paid $55 yesterday to go on some ATV motorcycle trip. And that's been a motorcycle trip that I've, excursion, whatever you want to call it, since I can remember. To this day, one of the awesome investor mentors in my life, he goes every year to Colorado and rides motorcycles with some friends. I'm like, I wish I was your friend, and I wish I could do that too. But I'm going to do that myself. I'm going to live vicariously through somebody else. Well, there's a $155 excursion here that's offered that it's like you ride a boat, you go for an hour on a boat, see the sunset, you land, you free buffet, free drinks. But here's the thing. You never know. You might be sitting next to your next private lender. I was trying to talk to a young couple, and I'm like, hey, you guys are going to go to the excursion tomorrow? No, it's like basically it's too expensive. It's too expensive not to do it. Guys, at all costs, I would say almost borderline in debt. Push yourself. Don't get $10,000 in debt. Well, that's how I did it in the beginning, but still do it. I used to be that cheap person. Oh, I can't do it, and I missed out. I'm going to die soon. No regrets. I want to go big. I don't want to go back. I don't want to. Oh yeah, there was this time I was in Puerto Vallarta and I could have rode. And I guarantee tomorrow morning, everybody's going to talk about, oh, how was the trip? It was amazing. And you develop relationships. Sometimes you got to pay to gain. Step out and push yourself, and no regrets. No regrets. Yes, no regrets. I don't know. I know this has nothing to do with landlording, but I'm just trying to bring it. Number 4. You got to have the right friends around you. I'm just doing a lot of reflection, been on the plane, hanging out, trying to write podcasts, trying to think. But you got to get the right friends around you. Cut the freaking naysayers out, the ones that are negative, the ones that get on Facebook and, they get all amped up because someone, gave you a sad face or whatever you call it, or a thumbs down. F that dude. You've got to do the right thing with the right friends that push you and help you. This dude last night, I was checking in at the seminar. He's like, you going to run tomorrow, right? I'm like, yeah. Octavius hooked me up. He said, I'll meet you in the gym at 6:00. Let me tell you, I got to the gym and I didn't want to get there. I was tired. I was lazy, fat. And I ran the longest I've ever been this far. I ran 2 miles without stopping. Very rare. I usually go walk 5 minutes, to run 2 minutes, ran 2 miles, juiced up. But I think with the right friends, number 4, to push you. Number 5, Puerto Vallarta is safe. I learned that. Bring your family. It's worth it. What I learned is that pesos versus American dollars, wow, outstanding, 2-to-1 per se. So 100 pesos is like $4.87. I love Google. You put in 100 pesos, convert to USD, gives me the answer. Nobody's trying to hustle me, but you can get a whole thing of fajitas, a couple of cocktails. Next thing you know, $10 USD. And you throw in money. You're like a billionaire here. You got to tip people. It's amazing. You just throw cheddar out there. $1 is like, you got to come to Puerto Vallarta. Number 6, buy a condo down here. Why not? I'm out here trying to figure it out. I'm going to find it. I'm going to raise the money. I'm going to find 10 friends to we're going to buy a condo together. If you're down for Puerto Vallarta, I am. Your dollar stretches like nobody's business. I'm in. I'm going to try to find a condo. I found 3 of them, all within $100,000 to $200,000 on the water, HOA, electricity, everything's included. I'm going to figure a way. You figure a way. You do it. I put it on my goals list, 2 VRBOs or 2 Airbnbs, and I'm going to add to the dip. You need to do it too. Number 7, what I've learned, reflection is amazing. You got to go out. Some people call it a brain dump. I call it, I don't know, get away, just sitting on this balcony, looking at the water, and just being amazed that life exists. Not because I'm some baller or trying to be I'm not a baller. Anyone can pay $100 for a hotel room. Anyone can get a good deal on Southwest Airlines. Anyone can work a second job, save the $1,000. It's what you do with what you make. What you do with what you make, and then when you get there, you need to reflect. I love Jim Rohn. Study Jim Rohn. He would just take sabbaticals and just reflect. You need to do that. Number 7, reflect. You need to do a quiet time. You need to bust out the Bible. I've been busting it out here, just reading. I'm trying to memorize this verse, Ephesians 4:29. Do not let any unwholesome talk comes out of my mouth. I'm trying not to curse. I'm trying to be uplifting, trying to encourage. Guys, go out, reflect, get a quiet time, meditate. I don't know what your religious belief is. I still got love for you. I don't really care. But you need to take some time for yourself to relax and hang out. All right, I know this is freaking contradictory because that's just me, middle name, contradictory. Number 8, don't be lazy when you're out of town. Your mind plays tricks on you. Oh, you can't do your sit-ups right now because the hotel floor here is no carpet. It's all tile. Makes sense. Still, do it. Get up. Go work out the gym. Walk around. Do the podcast. Right now, everybody's having breakfast down there. Missing out on some relationships. Missing out on saying hi to people. And I'm in here in the hotel room getting it done because I made a goal. Podcast 5 days a week. I'm doing it. I don't want to do it. I got to do it. This is not even real estate related. But here's the thing. Don't be lazy when you're out of town. I brought my little mini studio down here in Puerto Vallarta. I'm hitting record. I'm trying to get it done. Number 9, bring your goals. Let me tell you something. This has been the big dog for me. Number 9, I printed out my goals. I taped them onto my board at the office, taped them up at the house. I printed out 2 more copies. I brought those bad boys here. I put it on front of the desk, and then I hung it up in the bathroom, in the hotel room. And my mind has just been going crazy. I pushed myself last night. I set a goal. Someone texted me, "Thank you, Eric Roberts." He said, did you get it on Audible? And I was just, at first, when you get accountability, you just want to slap people. I'm tired. I'm here. And he's right. I haven't got, and so the whole time I had a headache last night. I was just tired, and I pushed through, and I'm waiting on Amazon to approve my deal. I don't know how to do this. I'm stretched. The cat that I'm staying in the room with, he's pushing me, do it. And I think it's because I brought my goals. I put them on the wall. My subconscious mind is like, I want to accomplish those goals. If you haven't written your goals down, write your goals, print them out, tape them up, even when you travel. And number 10, bang, bang. You can work from anywhere. No more excuses. Stop saying, "Oh, I can't do it. I played that game. I don't have my phone, or I don't have the money. I've already made a ton of mistakes here. I didn't bring enough cash. I'm asking my roommate here, "Hey man, can I borrow some money?" I didn't think that I would be spending money on things that I like, little trinkets and things. I didn't have enough pesos, and I'm like, "Hey, you gotta." But here's the thing: you can work from anywhere. It's not easy. The sheriff was calling me in an eviction. He was trying to get into the property. He calls me 5 minutes before. I'm in Puerto Vallarta. I don't want to tell him I'm in Puerto Vallarta, so I'm trying to call the office. I'm like, "Hey, the sheriff's calling me." But you can do it. It's not easy, so push yourself. The goal is no more excuses. Get it done. Live your dream. One day you might kill over tomorrow, and you don't want any regrets. My name is Steven Van Kellenberg. Hang with me. It's Friday. I'm trying to encourage you. I'm trying to bring you to the next level, to live, to inspire, to live your dreams. Buy assets. If you buy assets, you can spread, you can bless. You can go to Puerto Vallarta and get fajitas and tip the server like you've never tipped somebody before.
Thanks for listening to the Savvy Radio Show. Glide online and listen to our other motivating episodes at savvyradioshow.com. Connect on Twitter at LandlordBook, and always be buying assets.